So now this is the path that leads up to the castle. Now actually I did this a couple of days ago, and we went round the castle, so if you want to see that, there'll be a separate video for that. But as I said, the castle is free to go in. But the castle is here, and the pier is over here. So that's the castle. Hello and welcome to Davis World. Today we're going to take some pictures of this castle, which is at Portencross. Now we're going to have a look and see what problems we have taking pictures here, because it is not straightforward. As we said, you have 360 degrees around the castle, but in some cases, some of them places are just not accessible, because if you take it, the water is really close. So without climbing over a whole pile of rocks, which can be slippy and they are full of water, then really this is the nearest on this side that you can get to the castle. So your shot will be something like this. You have to be careful with that these houses are really very close to the castle, but you could probably get a shot or a low shot of the castle without getting the houses in. Now, as we say, there is three distances: far, mid-range and close. But the thing comes is that with close up on the castle, there is no real carvings or decorative features, so therefore close isn't really going to get you there anything. Of course, if you're not taking pictures of the castle and you turn around, then you have a really good panoramic view of Arran, and for this position at the minute there was just a bird on the rock there. So really, instead of the pictures of the castle, your pictures from this point become everything out here. And as you see in this direction, you have the pier, which is straight ahead, which we'll talk about in another video. But today, on this bit, we are going to just look at the castle and what pictures you can get from it. As we see, the castle is very close to houses. So, unless you really want the houses to be in the picture, you are cutting down the number of angles and the number of places you can stand to physically fit to the castle into your picture without including the houses, technically the unwanted parts that you don't want to include. So on this side, as you've seen, we have almost just a small angle, so we don't include the houses. From here over on the path on this bit, we have this type of shot. So now we walk around the castle to the other side. Now you have to be careful of the houses. and as you see, we once again get pretty rocky. So we'll cut across further away. And we'll come on to the grass bit here. Now let's see what we can get when we turn round. As you see, you have the houses there, which the only way to get rid of them is to move the castle this far at this range. The only other alternative is to turn the camera into portrait to get more sky and more foreground. But as we work around, this is our position virtually at the water's edge, which now, as you see, the houses become more prominent. So let's do from this position and as you see, if we want to cut the house out, we virtually have to go right to the edge of the wall, which doesn't put you in a very good position, really, does it? You're right on the corner of the screen. So let's move further this way and see what happens then. Okay, we've now moved further back, and as you see, we've almost lost them houses. If we move there, almost below the height of a little mound of the grass. So if we move the camera closer to the ground, I wonder if we can get rid of the rest of the house. Now that shot would be having the camera almost on the ground to be able to get it. So therefore, that is an option. If we're trying to get rid of the houses, which aren't what we really want. But now we have a little bit more separation between the castle and the house. If we zoom in, now we're not completely on the edge of the wall of the castle, being on the edge of the picture. So we could have this, or we could just have a little bit and then clone out that little bit of the house using the sky behind. Now the castle is a bit more in that bit of the third. So let's see. Okay, so finally we've moved near the path and we can get a shot like this. Bit more space separating. If we move more onto the path, we gain a bit more space and we can get that. So that is our look at the castle and how we can take pictures from it. But like anything, you want to miss out anything which is going to be distracting, so therefore you reduce how much of an angle that you can do any pictures from. There is not technically 360 degrees around when something else gets in the way. So that's our shots of Portencross Castle. See you in the next one, because we're going to the pier and maybe we'll have a look at this little port as well here. So catch you in the next video. Bye for now.